Hello, my name is Paul Hodgetts from Quintadena, and I'm going to demonstrate our integration between QuoteWerks and Xero. The aim of the integration is to let you create customer invoices and supplier purchase orders in Xero without any retyping. So I've got here a quote with 18 line items on it, quite a few different suppliers. I want to send an invoice to my customer and purchase orders out to each of those suppliers. I've set up a menu item that exports to Xero. It's giving me the option to choose between creating invoices and creating purchase orders. I'm going to do both. Now, because I'm creating purchase orders, it needs to know who they're to be created for, and it's identified that I'm missing a vendor or a supplier on these three lines, so it's just asking me to complete that information, which I can do from these drop downs here. So socket and C, and point there. That's written in there. And on the next screen I can choose what information I want to send to Xero. So this actually lets me create part orders or part invoices by selecting items from each line. So this would let me create an invoice for 6 of those, 4 of those and 3 of those. Just for simplicity, I'm actually going to click that button, select the whole invoice and that one to create all the purchase orders. And then I hit submit for processing. First thing it will do is create the invoice, and it will start by checking that the customer exists, and it didn't. So when we look in Xero in a minute, we'll see that it's actually created that customer based on the information that was in QuoteWerks. It's now created me that invoice for this customer in Xero. It's now completed the invoice, and it's going to go ahead and create the purchase orders. Again, these vendors don't yet exist in Xero, so it's creating them on the way. And it's now created me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purchase orders in Xero. And we can now switch over to Xero and see what's been created in there. So on the purchase order side, if I just refresh this screen, here are my 6 purchase orders with the different amounts required from each supplier. On the invoices side, I've created that invoice. The reference there is coming from the QuoteWerks purchase order number ABC123. So that information's been taken across. And so we can see that quite complicated invoice has been created. We've got date, due date, invoice number, purchase reference. So that invoice is now ready to post in Xero. You can email it to the customer from here, or you could email it to the customer from QuoteWerks. Let's just have a look at those contacts. So we created business exhibition. So all this information about Business Exhibitions Limited has come in from the QuoteWerks document, and the same for the suppliers. I hope that's given you an overview of what the application does, and we'd love to hear from you if you want any more information or would like to try it out. My name's Paul Hodgetts, and we can be got on sales@quintadena.com.